your team's not going to benefit at all.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
They run. Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
And on 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Maurice Hurst gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
The score, Jaguars 3, Bengals nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
36 on the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Bengals nothing.
There's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Bengals.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
A fumble on the play.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Cincinnati coming back on... the field here for their second drive. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Number 28, Joe.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow looking to pass. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 48-yard line.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Jaguar first and
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
22, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jacksonville.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now If you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A toss left, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 40.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 54 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33.
And he'll let this one go deep for, and that's caught inside the 30.
The pass.
That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
39-yard.
A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A slant to Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On second down, here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's now fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we're at halftime of this, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Jaguars 10.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to Mixon on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
He's across.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On the toss, Mixon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll... Still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To C.J. Uzama.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this is incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Again, it's Mixon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
3rd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Second and long. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. at the 20-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Von Bell, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game, the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That one looks like he'll throw here, but it's going to be second down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
38. Jaguars 17.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.